Hi there. The last video in the percents unit is our lesson on multi-step percents. So this isn't really new. We're really just putting together, like it says, multiple different things into one problem. But there is one very important thing that you have to know, and that's this sentence right here that's outlined in this rectangle. It says you need a separate proportion for each percent given. Never add or subtract percents together, okay? This is hugely important. You cannot take shortcuts and add percents together and then do one problem. It does not work like that. You will not get the correct answer, okay? All right, so I'm going to do these three with you, and then your homework will be the next page, which is page 28. Number 1 says, Sean bought a birthday present for his mom. The present cost $45.80. However, Sean is thrifty and had a 25% off coupon. Then he had to pay 8.25% sales tax. What is the final price of the gift? So you can see how this is multi-step, because first we have to figure out this coupon and then we have to add sales tax. So because there's two things going on here, I'm going to split my paper down the center. And over here, I'm going to label this section coupon. And that's going to be the space where I'm going to do the work for the coupon. And then over here, I'm going to label this tax. Okay. Think of this like in English when you go to write an essay and you have, like your introductory and then you have details over here. Like we're just going to separate it in two spaces to help organize our work. Okay. So I'm going to solve some of these with proportions and some with equations. So just stay with me. And if, you have a question on solving it a different way, you can try it on your own or you can ask us for help. Okay. So we start with $45.80 and we want 25% off. So if we want 25% off, then what we're paying is 75%. So I'm going to put 75 over 100. And then the $45.80 goes in the denominator. Okay? I'm going to solve this. And I get $34.35. This is the sale price. And if you label your numbers along the way, it really will help you see what you're solving for. Okay? So now the key is when I'm paying this tax, I'm paying tax on this discounted amount. I'm not paying tax on the $45.80. So I encourage you to draw an arrow over to my tax section from this number, because that's a common mistake that students make is they'll find the tax on the $45.80 on the original. So now to find the tax, this is 8.25%. And we want to know the total, so we're going to end up adding that on. So remember, 8.25 plus 100 is going to give us 108.25%. So that's what I'm going to put over 100. And again, we're paying tax on the $34.35. Okay, so now I'm going to solve that. And I get 37.183875. Yes, you have to write that whole number down because that is what X equals. But then because this is money, we're going to round to the hundredths. The 3 tells the 8 to stay. So we get $37.18. And that's our final answer. Number 2, a salesman's commission is 3% of his total sales. His total sales last month were $24,000. Then he decided to spend 75% of his commission money to purchase a new TV. How much of his commission money did he spend on the TV? So again, this is a two-part problem. First, we have to figure out how much commission he makes. Then we're going to use that to figure out how much he's going to spend on the TV. Okay. I'm going to solve this one with an equation just to show you the other way, but you certainly could use a proportion if you're more comfortable with that. So first we're going to do 3% of 24,000. So the 24,000 is the whole. The percent, which is 3%, would be 0.03, and that's going to give us X. So I'm going to multiply this, and I get 720. Okay? This is his commission. So he brings home $720. So now again, I'm going to take that and I'm going to draw an arrow over here. And now he's going to spend 75% of that 720. So now the 720 becomes the new whole. And we're trying to find 75% of it. Okay, so there's my equation. And I get $540 for my final answer. Last one. Actually, this one is on your weekly review. So I probably should not go over it now that I'm looking at it. So what I'm going to do instead, guys, is I'll do one of these homework problems with you. So flip to page 28. Okay. And I'll do this first homework problem with you. That way I've gone over 3 of them. Okay. A hoodie is on sale at the mall for 40% off the original price. If the original price is $80 and the sales tax is 7.25%, how much will the total bill be for the hoodie? So again, I'm going to divide this in half because first we have to figure out the discount, the 40% off. And then we have to figure out the tax, okay? So what I want you to do now is pause the video and see if you can figure this out on your own. And then when you got it, unpause and see if you have the correct answer. Go ahead. Okay, so let's work through this together. So the original price of the hoodie is $80, and we're getting it for 40% off. So remember, if it's 40% off, then it's 60% we have to pay. So I'm going to do 80 times 0.6, and that's going to give me my discounted amount. So now I'm paying $48. This is the sale price. And again, I used an equation for this, but you definitely could have used a proportion. I'm going to drag that 48 over because now I'm going to find the tax. But the question's not asking me how much is the tax. It's asking me how much is the total bill. So I take the 7.25. Let's see if I can focus this. And I add it to 100%, giving me 107.25%. I'll solve this one with a proportion just to change it up. And again, we're only paying tax on the $48. So that becomes the new whole. And I get $51.48, which I'm going to rewrite outside of the problem with a label. How'd it go? How'd you do? Okay, hopefully you did okay. If you didn't, please email us or go to the math support page for help. So your homework is to do problems 2 and 3. Okay? Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.